The START program is a program that works with individuals who are diagnosed with mental health diagnoses as well as developmental disabilities. Sometimes they may have some behavioral health challenges. They're typically referred to our program because they're having some crisis situations at home or maybe at the program, and they're looking for someone to be able to kind of help them and their system figure out what's going on and what they need to fix. So our resource center is a place where we have our guests come to stay, and they work with staff and work with clinicians for us to be able to kind of figure out what might be going on. So we do work on some assessments, some diagnostic clarification, but even more than that, what we really do is work on skills. We work both on our guests' skills, so working on those coping skills and working on social skills, and then we also work with the teams and the families on what we can do in terms of strategies and approaches so they feel as though they have what they need to be able to support the guest or the individual when they return home. Our biggest goal for the person that comes to stay with us and for the guests that stay with us is what it looks like when they get home. Our success is really measured by not how well they do with us, but how well they do when they get home. And so kind of what we do is, as a team, we identify what supports they need. We do provide therapeutic supports through our program. And that is something that sometimes goes with our guests home, and what they do is they really work with the family or with the team members and with the guest and the individual as they go home on what skills they can bring back to the home with them. We have some families that are worried about our ability to support their loved one here. They kind of tell us, you know what, they're really, really aggressive, or they're really this. And so we kind of talk about what that looks like and what our staffing pattern is and what we can actually do to support that and the training we have. We have other families that they've never left home. So while they might have some really challenging moments, they've never stayed away from home, and they're really nervous about what that might look like. Everybody has a different goal. They have a different something they're working on. So for some of our guests, the aftercare is we provide some therapeutic supports after, help transition them home and make sure that everything goes well. For some of our other guests, we might actually schedule some other times for them to come back to us throughout the year, kind of just some quick, checkups. They get to come and visit for a couple days, kind of revisit some of the skills we learned, and the family members also get a couple days to kind of just take a breath and kind of revisit their skills and make sure they feel good. Guests that come to stay with us are 21 and up. In terms of the length of stay, typically our shortest stay is 3 to 5 days. A person could stay a single day if we were working towards building to a longer stay, and then we can have guests stay up to 30 days. If they're staying up to 30 days, typically we're doing some assessments and we're really working on some stabilization. The nice thing about the activities we do here is we run a number of therapeutic groups and do a lot of activities, and most of them can build into any of the goals a person has. What we do is we make sure that our staff have been coached on what that person's goal is and how we might modify that activity so it really attends to the person's goal. All of the family members and all of the families working with have been really, really excited for this. They'll be honest that they were a little anxious, they were a little worried about what it might look like, but each family member has kind of told us, how much they appreciated being here. Most of the guests that we work with can't access traditional services because of some of the challenges they have, or how they may look on paper. And so we have a number of them have actually been like, hey, this is doable, we can do that.